But the topic today is the difficulty of women getting
Women
married. We
get
got a
married.
question.
We got a question from the audience.
So I see how you guys are talking about service, kind of alluding to some stereotypes in society, racial stereotypes such as the strong black woman, where like, women feel like they're doing more work than the man. So do you guys think there's a racial or even an ethnic disparity in this issue of women having a difficulty getting married?
Racial disparity.
Do you think it disproportionately affects one group more than the other?
I think we'll let
Yes.
Junior, you want to
Yeah,
pick on
I
that?
would answer yes, but go ahead.
Yeah, I do agree with Pastor Donovan that yes, it's a race, ethnic, cultural type of thing as well. And while I can't speak to all cultures, and I haven't looked at the literature for all culture, I know a lot of underserved communities or Caribbean background are used to servitude, right? In that sense of like, I'm here to support, I'm here to do the things that I need to do. Like Pastor Donovan said, this is what we were taught to do. If you're in a Haitian household, my friends joke about it all the time. The husbands get a special buffet for their meals, right? They have their own table of buffets. Meanwhile, the wife don't have that. But yeah, I lost my train of thought because
The
I'm.
husbands get the, okay, if you have diesel and legume, they put the legume in one plate, the rice in one plate,
Yeah.
The
and
sauce,
then
the meat,
the
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
All listen, all the good stuff. It's beautiful to be to be a Haitian husband with a traditional Haitian woman. All right.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah.
Right? Shout out to your
Yes,
wife.
yes. Love it, love it. So I think, as I'm listening to you guys, is that the biggest struggle women has today probably is to separate their professional life versus their ministry, which is marriage. As Pastor Donovan mentioned, marriage is a ministry, and you also have your professional life. And I think they probably having difficulty, separating this or operating within those two worlds. And they let one trump over the other. And the one that trumped over, it seems like the professional life eat out their marriage or ruin out their marriage. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if that's the case, what do you guys think that professional women need to do? Because before, we didn't have that much problem because women was a stay home wife, and they were taking care their wife duty, and they didn't have much problem because they were depending on their husband. But now they are professional, and they don't know how to be a wife, or they having difficulty of being a wife, but they are very excelling in their professional life. And give all the credit to them. Women are very excelling in the workforce. They are very excelling in everywhere else. And even in church, women are excelling tremendously. You can't have a church running without having, those fired up women in it. But still, at the same time, you could find those same women are miserable in their marriage, and their marriage are dysfunctional, even though they're doing well. So what has to be happening? So I think that's where the confusion is.
I think
Do I need to be some two different person, or I need to value one over the other, or do I need to prioritize things?
Yeah, I think I can be brief, and Pastor Donovan could really delve into it. I think part of the situation, because you bring up professionalism a lot, is maybe the onset or the birth of the feminist movement, right? So I think that does have a serious impact on the way women present and show up nowadays. But I think that to a lot of things that we've been talking about in terms of how we can address these issues is that they can function together, right, next to each other. But women that truly wants to be married, right? Women that really wants to do, because I do believe that women do want to get married for whatever reason. For the most part, most do, right? We would have to go back to biblical standards, right? We have to go back and follow those standards. But if we choose not to go back to biblical standards, then that will pose a challenge, right? Because it's clear in the Word how to become that wife, right? For that husband to find it.
In closing, I would say that, all right, look at the book of Esther. According to history, it was over 2,000 women wanted to get married. Only one of them could marry the king. Who married the king? the one that listened.
Okay.
Everybody, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of women that are having difficulty getting married, they have to learn to listen. There is something they're either not doing, comprehending, or learning. Okay? Something they're not either doing, comprehending, or learning. Because Esther, though she was a pretty woman, according to scripture, though she was graceful, she had to learn from Haggai. And Haggai was actually a man, by the way. So she had to learn from a man, the one that was closest to the king, what would please the king, what would draw his attention to her. So she could not follow what she believed would get him. That's what all the 2,000 women did. They went off based what they thought. Esther didn't go by what she thought.
Right.
She went by what she learned. And when she learned it, she got him. We have a lot of women today, they're going by what they think
And feel.
and feel. I believe, and this and that. Well, some of those women need to get with a mother, a pastor, or someone to help them learn what really maybe the man they're looking for is looking for. And like I said in this First Timothy, the older women must teach the younger women. So there is some. That's why the Bible says, "Wisdom crieth out in the gates." Why? Because the elders were at the gates. There's something that one of the elders or older individuals need to instill in you, so you can be that one like Esther to get the guy. Because whatever you want, trust me, there's someone else out there want it too.
Yeah, yeah. So would we say that older women stop teaching? That is why younger women they having difficulty getting married.
That's
Yeah.
debatable,
Or
because
would
some
we
older
say
women will
that-
tell you they're not listening.
Yeah.
Oh, would
To
you
his
say
point,
that
they're not
is
to
it
what
because
Pastor
they are
Donald said,
not
they're
listening?
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and listen, one thing that I see a lot in the conversation that we have is the power of starting early. I'm hearing it.
Yes.
Starting
you don't-
early in what terms?
Learning.
Learning.
A wife is not an overnight thing,
No.
but a wife is somebody who start home, bottom up at a very young age. You started raising these kids to be a wife, and you teach her that she is a wife.
Setting
She
the
could be
foundation.
everything else. But what we doing in our society these days, we teach them to be everything else, but teaching them to be a wife or teaching them to be a husband. We're not teaching them to be a husband, and we're not teaching them to be a wife, and that is why marriage is declining.
That'd be a whole different.
Professionalism is uprising because we teach them how to be a doctor, we teach them how to be a lawyer, we teach them how to be everything else, but teaching them about the family and the value of family. And I think we need to go back again where the Bible says, teach the child the way he should go, and when he grew up, he will not depart from it.
And that's what we talked about in the beginning, and that's a really good point, is like, what does marriage mean to people,
Yeah.
right? And what values does it hold? If someone is not interested or have any care, or who's raising and rearing these children about husbandship and marriage and the foundation, the family unit, then it's not of value to them, and so they're not going to teach it to the child,
Yeah.
right, to learn. So what's important is like, what's important to you? And so how do we make that, how do we bring back this institution and give it meaning? Because it's losing its flavor. Society it's losing its flavor. It may be a whole different conversation.
What you're saying that marriage take birth from home? What you're saying?
Well, I don't want to say no, but I just feel like marriage it's a biblical principle, right? And not every, if we're talking in the context of Christian women, spiritual women, then yes. But if we're talking about just women in general, it means different things. Even in the Christian home, it may not be the same, right?
But-
It may not mean the same thing.
But I mean, society may perceive marriage differently, but society as whole value marriage. Because
Right,
you
right,
find
'cause it's a
people who are
biblical
not religious,
right, and
who are
they
not
take
Christians.
this principle into the
And
I
the thing
totally
is,
agree.
the thing is, marriage I don't know if marriage increase among Christian or decrease among Christian, but are increased among other denomination
But
or
why
other
are they getting
sect.
married? The question is, why are they getting married? Are they getting married for foundation, for the family unit, to build his family? Are they getting married for economical reasons, for social reasons, to just to procreate? Like, what are the reasons behind it? And so we stick back to the spiritual and biblical sense is that
Yeah.
partnership. This is what God's first what is it, very first thing that he saw that was not good was
Yeah.
for man to be alone, right? And
Yeah.
so if we understand that, and he knows that he wants us to be together, right? Going back to the Bible, going back to the word.
And again, if we narrow marriage to pre, I mean, procreation, right? Procreation, um, we do marriage a disservice because it's not just designed for procreation, you know, because there's a lot of people. Yeah, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who got married and never have children, and they stay married for 20, 40 years, and still enjoying each other. So I believe that marriage is not just to have kids alone, and I believe that that's why a lot of people don't stay in marriage, because if you're married to have children, you're married for the wrong reason. If you're married for love, you're married for the wrong reason. If you're married for money, you're married for the wrong reason. And we say that the reason that we are not getting as much married because people are simply focused too much on themselves.
But I want to just throw this out there then. I mean, like, we're talking about marriage, but I think for this conversation, we're focusing a lot on the women who. What was the topic again? Why is it difficult for women,
women
to
For
get
women to
married?
get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, it's one of the reasons why it's difficult is some men don't want to marry them. It's not that there are no men
point.
out there. Some men don't want to marry them, and there are reasons why some men don't want to marry them. And sometimes, people they say it's difficult getting married. Well, sometimes you have to look within yourselves. Like, some people has to it's a hard judgment, but have to realize that maybe some men do not want to marry you for a particular reason.